Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rodeo Gym on the campus of St. Augustine Prep for another edition of Hermits basketball right here exclusively on the Hermits Broadcasting YouTube channel. It's a father-son coaching matchup today as the number 9 ranked 9-1 St. Augustine Prep Hermits take on the 7-4 Wildcats of St. Joseph's Academy. Once again, welcome everyone. I'm Jimmy Bachman. Alongside me today is longtime Hermits assistant coach Dave Catalana, as we are now just moments away from tip-off in this great South Jersey matchup. Coach Rodeo got his 1,000th win back on Wednesday, and now he said all eyes are on winning, and trying to get to a state championship, and hopefully to start that road today.
There's a lot that goes on here tonight. Again, all the hype, everything. Great night the other night. Great celebration. The St. Augustine family did a nice job, but that's behind you now. One, for a lot of reasons. One, because this is a really good St. Joe Academy team that's coming in. It's certainly a rivalry between the two schools. It's a rivalry between father and son. But also, the Hermits have been inconsistent. You know, they've had, even the Ocean City game that came out with the win, but didn't play their best basketball. I thought they played pretty well the previous game, but they haven't had the consistency yet. And they've got a gauntlet of a schedule coming up with some really high-powered teams. It's time now to start to get to that point where you're now improving every game and you show that consistency of a team that can make a deep playoff run.
Absolutely. And St. Joe's a team that the Hermits have had some close matchups before in the past. They're 4-1 in the last 5 against the Wildcats. That last win coming last February in 2021 when the Hermits won 67-56. So this is a team like that Ocean City team back on Wednesday, where the Hermits are probably the favorites coming into this one, but St. Joe's could absolutely give them a great match.
They could give them a great matchup for a lot of reasons. Probably the biggest one is I'm looking over at that St. Joe bench. There's 3 guys standing right there, including the head coach. All 3 were varsity players here at St. Augustine. Blake Roselle, Jose Gonzalez, and certainly, of course, Paul Rodeo. So there's no surprises about what St. Augustine does. They know it as well as anything. But the other thing is this St. Joe team is starting to hit its stride and playing better. They've played better each of the last few games. Had a big win against EHT just 2 nights ago. And the Hermits, as we said, did not play their best in the big win against Ocean City.
Yep, St. Joe's coming into this game on a 5-game winning streak. Some talented players. Of course, look out for number 13, Arnaldo Rodriguez, averaging over 22 points per game, and just earlier this week passed the 1,000-point mark in his career. So big congrats to him for that. He's going to be a handful for the Hermits today.
Yeah, and probably the most important thing, and you just said about the 5-game winning streak, is they absolutely believe they can win this game. They may not think that St. Augustine is the favorite. They are comfortable in this gym, and they believe that they can win this game tonight, and they're going to come out and throw that knockout punch early.
Well, the Hermits coming into a big game today, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, welcome on the Hermits Broadcasting YouTube channel. I'm Jimmy Bachman alongside Coach Dave Catalana. We will be right back after this in the National Anthem to give you our starters and the tip-off coming right after this. Stay tuned. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, live here from Rodeo Gym, St. Joe's Academy versus St. Augustine Prep. Now let's meet the starters for both teams. First, for the Wildcats of St. Joseph's Academy, coming in with a record of 7-4. The guards, 5'10 junior number 3, Shamar Cox, 5'10 junior number 4, Adrian Smith, and 6'1 senior number 13, Arnaldo Rodriguez. And now the two forwards, 6'4 senior number 5, Jared Demara, and 6'6 senior number 23, Devin Theophile. And now for your 9-1, number 9 ranked St. Augustine Prep Hermits. The guards, as usual, 5'11 senior number 1, Ethan Fox, and 5'11 junior number 2, Samaj Bethea. The two forwards, 6'4 junior number 3, Elijah Brown, and 6'5 junior number 32, Matt Kauser. And in the middle for the Hermits, 6'9 senior number 11, Ife Oki Byron. The head coaches today, keep an eye on this. I got to make sure to mention these middle names because they're going to sound a little familiar. For St. Joe's Academy in his 9th season, Coach Paul M. Rodeo, and in his 46th season for the Hermits, the legendary Paul A. Rodeo.
Yeah, we'll try not to trip up on that, but it's easy to say Coach Rodeo calls a timeout. I've known Paulie his whole life, literally. I'm going to have to call him Paulie, and we're going to stick with Coach for Coach Rodeo. No disrespect to his son, but a little different feel in here tonight. I mean, the other night, just that anticipation of hoping that would happen. A lot of people were here, the family, the friends. A lot of family here tonight for a different reason, but I know Bonnie's coach's wife is up there with some, I'm sure, very mixed emotions watching her son coach against her husband. I know my wife would be rooting for my son against me, so.
I'm sure they have great conversations at the rodeo dinner table about these games.
Bonnie probably figures, hey, Paul's got his 1,000 now. Let's let Paul Jr. get a few, but I don't think Paul Sr. feels that way.
And now one matchup I'm really looking forward to today is going to be between Ife and Devin Theophile for St. Joe's Academy. They're 6'6". Center. He leads the team in rebounds, over 100 so far this year, also averaging 16 points per game. And we haven't seen so far this year too many big guys the Hermits have had to face, but Ife is going to have his hand full today with another guy he's still a little taller than, but has had success scoring the ball and getting rebounds.
Yeah, big game for Ife in that regard. Like you said, now he's going to be playing against a traditional big like himself, a guy that he gets compared to a lot. I don't know about the recruiting side of it, if maybe some people are looking at one or two different guys like that, but this is a big game for Oki Byron, and I think he's had a really good season. Struggled a little against Ocean City with his handle, but it's a big night for him, and I am looking at that same matchup.
Hermits in their home white to start this game. St. Joe's in the away black. It'll be Oki Byron and Theophile to tip it off. Should be another fun one here in Richland, our second of this week, and we are underway. Hermits win the tip. Elijah Brown quickly gets it, tries to lay it up and in, no good, gets his own rebound, and it'll be a jump ball violation between Brown and former Hermits player number 5, Jared Demara.
Hermits going to be picking up, looks like, here we go, full court, man-to-man.
Maybe Demar to bring it up.
Yeah, they're going to have Demar bring it up with Kauser covering him, so.
Kauser been a good defender the last few games, multiple blocks against Ocean City. Hermits have Fox on Rodriguez, the top scorer, but that's Cox with the jumper, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Shamar Cox, the junior point guard for St. Joe's Academy, leads the team in assists and steals, averaging nearly 10 points per game.
I don't know what they're yelling about with the.
It looks like a little miscommunication on who the foul was called on. It should be on Elijah. I think they called it on Fox.
Okay.
So they made the correction, and that foul's on Brown as Cox misses the first free throw.
Interesting to see what pace St. Augustine wants to play tonight. We said Ocean City the other night, they wanted to run. St. Joe gets up and down too. Let's see what the Hermits do.
Cox sinks the second one. And we'll see the Hermits bring the ball up the court for the first time today. It'll be Bethea with the ball as usual.
Man-to-man. St. Joe's in a man-to-man.
Hermits running a little bit of a weave on the outside. Bethea now with the ball on the top of the key. He'll take the open 3, and he's got it. Good start for Samaj Bethea shooting-wise. We don't see him take too many threes, but he has been consistent in knocking them down when he gets the opportunity.
Samaj is one of those guys when he's confident in a shot, he's gonna let that one go. There's a big miss, air ball.
Bethea now looking to push with the ball for the Hermits. He'll hold up, try to dump it down to Kauser in the post. Being guarded by Demara. Kauser, nice little post move. That one a little too short. But Oki Byron storms in for the rebound. And now to Fox for three. That one, no good, rattles out. But Kauser fighting for the rebound, and it'll go out of bounds. Hermits ball. Good job by the Hermits there on the offensive boards.
Yeah, crashing hard. I think that's a good move for them. It keeps them aggressive. A good move. Inbounds play here. Look for him to come back to Elijah off the inbounds.
They were successful with that a couple times against Ocean City, and they'll try to do it again. It'll be Brown to get it in the paint, and he'll be called for a walk.
Yep. Elijah, a little struggle early, missed that first layup, got a foul at the other end, now a turnover. He's got to calm his game down a little.
Hermits struggled with some turnovers against Ocean City.
Yes,
really allowed them to get back into the game when they were seemingly about to pull away. And it'll be Cox now with the ball being guarded by Brown. Demara now at the high post. He'll try to take Kauser into the lane. Unable to get the layup. Theophile comes down with it, and he lays it up.
Yeah, and that's his game. He's going to go the offensive boards hard.
Hermits quickly get down the court, and Oki Byron will be called for a travel. So 2 straight turnovers for the Hermits. Hermits try to catch St. Joe's sleeping there.
A little bit of, I don't know the relationship, but a little jawing going on between Oki Byron and Theophile as they come down the floor.
Cox now being guarded by Brown. Theophile now in the paint being guarded by Elijah. He takes a power step, and he's blocked. Great defense there by Oki Byron.
And Ife let him know it too.
Bethea finds
and he
Fox.
wants the ball. I like that.
Now over to Kauser, mid-range jumper. Nice shot there. A little bit of contact on the release, and he gets it to go. Demara now quickly down the court. Fast pace for both teams so far, and a nice reverse layup gets it up and in. Hermits looking to push once again to Brown, and he'll go up and lay it in. Fast-paced game to start here.
I think the Hermits like this pace. I think that's just when they play their best. But again, they're not deep. Got to be careful when you're out running like this that you can stay fresh.
And Coach Rodeo has said, we talked to him a little earlier this week, that he loves this pace. It's the pace his favorite. Demara with a deep three. That one's too strong.
Well, the players like the pace too.
And Brown will get himself another easy layup. So 4 quick points for Elijah Brown.
Coach Rodeo Jr. looking up at the scoreboard and the clock. Maybe he was looking at a timeout, decides not to.
Brown leads the team in scoring. He had 10 against Ocean City on Wednesday. Fox now guarding Rodriguez. Haven't talked about him yet today, and he'll get his first shot, and he's fouled.
Little bail out there. It was a tough shot. Decent defense up top, and then a little tough shot there. It's going to get Rodriguez 2 foul shots. Yeah, Ethan, I talked to Coach about this, about what was the plan going to be. He says, I'm playing man-to-man. And I said, well, who's going to be on Rodriguez? He said, we're starting Ethan on him. They might use Noah Plen a little bit on him. Maybe Gillespie when he comes in. Different looks at him. Keep somebody fresh all the time.
Rodriguez knocks down the first free throw, only shooting 73% from the line so far this year. Hermit's done a great job from the line in the past few games, shooting 81% on the year. Multiple players, Kauser in the 90s, a few other guys in the 80s. Noah Plen subs into the game for the first time. He replaces Oki Byron.
Yeah, going a little smaller, which is fine.
Kauser on the pump fake, and he walks.
But Demara bumped him in. He pushed into him.
Yeah, I think that's what Kauser and Coach Rodeo are trying to argue, but official not having it.
Well, again, I think what the official is saying that Elijah was in front of him, but he got pushed from behind into Elijah.
And it'll now be Plen.
So now Plen is on. See, again, keep somebody fresh on him. Kauser's got Theophile now.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup for him. Well, he tries to dump it down to Cox, and that ball rolls out of bounds, so turnover for the Wildcats.
I think the Hermits got one back there because they deserve to get that one back. Let's see what the Hermits run now. Maybe some 5 out here with more of a guard set with Kauser on the outside as well.
Start everybody down low. And Fox will come off 2 screens, thinking 3, pump fake, tries to take it in.
That's fine. But I like them running something for Ethan there. Try to get him going. He's such a good shooter.
Bethea now will get a screen from Brown, rolls off it. He'll take it
beautiful.
himself inside. A nice quick move by Samaj Bethea, and he gets an easy 2.
Miscommunication between the 2 Wildcat defenders there. Didn't know if they were switching or not.
Cox driving quickly back up. Theophile comes down with the rebound. And there's a scrum on the floor of the ball, loose ball. Who's going to get it? St. Joe's picks it up. That mid-range jumper, up and in, shooter's touch. And we'll get some substitutions and a timeout.
St. Joe's going to call a timeout. The first of the game is going to give us an opportunity here to get to our plays of the game, our teas to the game, brought to us by our good friends of Toyota of Island. First thing, at St. Augustine, we talked about them wanting to run, but it's a key from the coaching staff to run with purpose. You're not just going up and down. You need to score. Run with purpose. The second thing is they didn't like in Ocean City where they had empty possessions. No wasted possessions, no easy turnovers. And the last thing is we said St. Joe's going to come in here thinking they're going to win. Hermits have to match their intensity, and I think so far these first 4 minutes they've done just that.
So far a physical game, a fast-paced game. We talked about a coach as well against Ocean City, a team that physically and skill-wise they were heads and tails better than, but just made those little mistakes that just kept coming and kept hurting them. And that's how Ocean City stayed in that game and kept it close really to the last few minutes in the fourth quarter.
Ocean City ran their things right. They knew exactly what they wanted to do on defense.
Gillespie and Oki Byron now into the game for the Hermits. And we're going to get an illegal screen on Oki Byron, so another turnover.
Didn't get a great look at that, but didn't seem like a whole lot of or a push or anything, but Fisher was right on top of it. Now you see Plen with the pressure up top. Gillespie's going to be on Demara here.
And they'll be reaching on Plen as Rodriguez beat him off the dribble.
I'd almost rather see it the other way. I'd rather see Gillespie on him. You watched him in the game. He had a 30-second spurt where he forced 2 turnovers, and they did just switch it now. He had 2 turnovers, gave the Hermits a couple of good minutes there, and now he's the guy that's going to be on him. 4
quick fouls on the Hermits, none so far on St. Joe's, as Cox will pull up from 3. No good off to the right. Brown comes down with the strong rebound. Samaj now looking to push, finds Oki Byron down, and he'll slam it home with 2 hands.
You want to talk about running with purpose. Oki Byron ran the floor with that purpose in mind, and Samaj found him.
And that foul is going to be on Plen, so a quick second foul for Noah Plen. And he's going to have to come out of the game. It's another time where he just bumped the ball handler from behind.
Yeah.
Just an unnecessary foul, and that'll put him on the bench.
Normally 2 fouls on someone here, you're gonna get him out. But Plen being a substitute, it's not as important. But Kauser looked right over to coach and said, "I'm ready to go," and he wanted to get back out there.
Cox down the drive, loses his
That's
footing,
a travel.
and gets away with it there.
That's
now
a travel again, and the Hermits come up with it,
and a foul be called. So a lot of guys on the floor there.
Yeah. And when you look out there, the officials always tell you, did he gain an advantage? Well, when you slide across the floor, you did gain an advantage, but no harm, no foul. Well, foul on St. Joe's, but the Hermits do come up with the ball.
That one's on Cox, first team foul on the Wildcats. A little over 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. It's been a fun one so far. Hermits with a 4-point lead. Gillespie now with the ball. Now Brown kicks back out to Samaj in the corner.
Inside.
Trying to find Oki Byron. He'll take Theophile in the post. Oki Byron, nice cut from Gillespie, and he lays it in.
Great pass. The coaching staff said it. If you run your set through 4 or 5 passes, you're going to get that, and they did.
Hermits on a nice little run. Ooh, tough 3 there from Rodriguez, and he knocks it down.
Good defense. He got there, but a better shot.
Arnaldo Rodriguez with his first field goal of the game. Brown.
Bad job there in the spacing from the Hermits. Too many guys in one spot.
Oki Byron in the corner. He's got a little space. And back out to Kauser as DeMar loses his footing, and now Brown on the baseline drive, and he's fouled.
That's it. That's it with Brown. I think that's the move for him. That catch, first quick step and go.
That's going to be the second foul on Cox. The main ball handler for the Wildcats, and he'll have to come out of the game. 2 substitutions now for St. Joe's. Number 4, good. Adrian Smith, and number 14, Aiden Hobson.
Yeah, good sub here. You get Elijah a little break.
Hermits swinging it around the horn. Ooh, they had Gillespie. And Kazer's called for a walk. One minute left to go in this quarter. 3-point lead for the Hermits. It'll be Will Spross now at the ball, the young freshman guard. As the Wildcats will look to reset. Spross guarded by Bethea. Spin move, loses the ball, stolen by Fox. Fox finds Kowser as he'll take it into the lane and lays it in.
Nice job. Way to find the cutter. Ethan Fox. Nice pass.
Need to stop ball here as Rodriguez tries to hit the floater. He misses it, gets his own rebound. And St. Joe's will reset.
They reset because Oki Byron was underneath ready to block a shot maybe.
Fox brings the double. Now Spross. Hermits have to recover. Spross on the drive. Tough layup, no good. Oki Byron tips it out. Bethea gets hand of it, and they'll find Fox, and he'll get the easy layup.
Great run there by the Hermits. They put together defense turning into offense once again.
1 second now. St. Joe's has to put it up, and he's called for the travel, so that shot won't count. And after one, your score, Hermits 19, St. Joe's 12. And at this point, let's talk about some of our Hermit Pride Cortner partnerships. Cornerstone Plastic Surgery, Toyota of Vineland, Botto's Italian Line, NMR Events, Ottinger Golf Group, and Hardenberg Insurance Group. We'd love to thank all of our Hermits sponsors that help make Hermits Athletics as great as it is. Hermits Athletics, all in as one.
Well, I'll tell you, after that first quarter, I came in here a little nervous, apprehensive into how St. Augustine was going to come out. And I think they responded right away. That was the best quarter. And I've watched a few of the road games, and of course seen the ones here at home. I think that was the best quarter that they played. I mean, they were engaged on both ends of the floor. They shared the ball with each other, which is a key. And after just a little rough start to start the game, they all came around. Defense was better, turned into some offense, ran with purpose, as we talked about. Good first quarter for the Hermits, leads to that 7-point lead.
They got so many easy points off the break. We saw like 3 or 4 easy layups there in the second half of that first quarter. St. Joe's is going to have to adjust to that. The Hermits doing a great job so far, moving the ball well. A couple nice cuts, dumped down for easy layups.
Yeah, the cuts that you had.
More disciplined.
Yeah, more disciplined. Shared the ball, looked for the teammate. Something we saw Ocean City do the other night.
And they're moving without the ball. We saw them a little stagnant against Ocean City, trying to depend on the one-on-one, someone driving and kicking. Today we've seen a lot more movement without the ball, and I think that's found some easy shots.
Yep.
So the 5 starters now back out for the Hermits. Bethea off the screen, gives it to Elijah. He'll drive in with his left hand and lays it in. A strong drive by Elijah Brown.
My first look in person at St. Joe's, obviously the coaching staff has a lot of faith in Adrian Smith to put him on Elijah there. I'm watching it, and I think Elijah has that move to the basket, as he just did there, and he went and scored. Hermit's in a zone now.
And Elijah, just a tough matchup for anybody with the height plus the athleticism.
Switched it up to a zone, little different look.
Damara now on the baseline drive, spin move, loses the ball. Kowser tries to get hold of it, goes out of bounds, and St. Joe's will maintain possession.
I think the Hermits stay. Let's see if they stay zone. Off the inbound. Nope, back to the man-to-man.
Spross finds Rodriguez being guarded by Fox. Nice little jab step, takes it in with his right.
Good job by Fox, keeping his body in front.
Damara thinking 3, he'll take it. That one no good, too strong, as Oki Byron comes down with the rebound.
Good box out. Oki Byron, great
Hermits
pass.
have numbers, and Fox will get a layup. As we get, once again, an easy layup.
Samaj is seeing the floor, and he's delivering on that pass.
Hermits trying to bring the double on Rodriguez. He loses it, and it'll roll out of bounds, and Hermits will take possession. Looks like that one might have been off the hands of the Hermits, but Coach Rodeo, the Wildcats, not too happy about that one. Quick 11-point lead here for the Hermits. It was over a minute into the second quarter. And we'll get another screen here. We've seen Elijah set a couple screens for Samaj so far today. Hauser now back out to Fox. The Hermits will reset. Coach calling 4 out.
We'd said if they can make 3-4 passes, 5 passes to get the shot they want.
Oki Byron kicks it out to Fox for 3. No good.
Good box out there by Theophile.
Rebounded by Damara. Rodriguez looking to push and take it himself. Gets by a few defenders, but unable to convert on the layup. Now Fox. Hermits looking to push again. Bethea, and that one, pass tipped.
Nice recovery there by Rodriguez to get back.
Smith kicks it out to Spross, and he can't take control of it, out of bounds.
Well, the Hermits going to call a timeout here. A little bit helter-skelter there, that pace there. I think both coaches wanted to take a look and see what they had, slow it down, get this timeout for Coach Rodeo here. See how long now. If he went to that zone, maybe that was just like a one-time switch up because the man-to-man has been good, better than it's been in the last few games. Looks like the Hermits are, again, a little more tuned into their assignments on the defensive side.
We saw them quickly switch that zone for a little bit. Just Coach Rodeo trying to show St. Joe's a different look. What
you do, you're coming out like that. You've seen man-to-man the whole time. You come out of a timeout or something. Your mindset is, oh, it's going to be man again. And now, seeing something different. What are we doing? Pull it back out, set up a new play. Point guards are looking back to the bench. What do I want to run? Just get somebody thinking a little bit. That's all. Sometimes you can steal a pass or steal a possession.
Same 5 in for the Hermits now. A little over 2 minutes through this second quarter. 11-point lead. Played
like
strong
this.
so far, and they'll find Brown in the post. He's got a mismatch. He'll take it up with the hook, and he gets it to go.
That's why I said that. That Smith on him the whole time. In the perimeter, he might be fine, but just too strong. Brown just too strong in the block.
And now trying to get Theophile a look in the paint. Oki Byron tips it out. They leave him on an island. Theophile trying to take it in. Kicks it back out. Umasella just saves it.
Nice job here. Fox denying to Rodriguez on the wing.
Brown tries to go for the steal. Damara will take it and drive in. Unable to convert on the layup. A couple missed layups for St. Joe's so far today. As Brown will lay it up in a nice, strong layup. A lot of verticality there. Gets up high.
Good job by Brown running the floor. A nice find by Ife.
Rodriguez, tough shot. Unable to get it to go.
Keep the pressure on. Offensive pressure. Keep pushing the ball down the floor.
I was trying to find Oki Byron in the post. He'll come out and set a screen for Bethea. Bethea, mid-range jumper. He's got it.
And there's a timeout
for St. Joe's. Another quick 6-point swing for the Hermits out of that last timeout. And out of nowhere, the Hermits got a 17-point lead.
When you are playing against a team, lots of teams like this, but the Hermits are famous for this. When you get on a little run, you get on a mini run like that, and you're the other team, I'm going to call them an underdog because in this place they probably are. You can't allow a 6-point run to turn into a 8, 10, 12-point run, and all of a sudden this is getting out of hand.
And Coach, the Hermits just look sharp today.
They
not
do.
Missing a lot of shots. St. Joe's has missed a couple layups. The Hermits just really not making a couple of turnovers to start the game, but since then they just look really, really sharp.
What I'm hoping that we're seeing out of them is that they understand, again, the game the other night, different importance. This is a family thing. This is something where I think the kids realize, hey, we don't want Coach to lose to his son here. We don't want to lose to a rival here. And I think they've taken that on, and so far they've responded.
And do you think that all mentally, after finally getting that 1,000th win for Coach, takes a little pressure off your back, and now you can just play the game?
Absolutely.
Hermits seem to be back in zone. It's be a 3-2 now.
Yeah, 3-2 now. A little different. The other night they used it with Oki Byron in the top. Now they're doing it more traditionally with the guards up top. This is what we talked about. Coach Rodeo from St. Joe's is yelling at his players and what to run because they didn't know what to run against the 3-2.
And Kauser walked.
Couldn't see. He blocked a little bit whether he did or not. And it looked to me like he put it on the ground, but
I guess he lifted his foot right before. They called him for a couple already today.
well, his father's sitting right on the baseline, and his father didn't yell. So I think it maybe was a walk.
Rodriguez airballed the 3 as Brown will get into the lane. He'll slam it home with 2 hands.
Well, we've seen Elijah miss a couple dunks this year. He was having no doubt about that one.
Elijah never afraid of the theatrics. 2 big dunks now today, one for Elijah, one for Ife, as the Hermits keep extending their lead. Umasella with a tough 3, he misses it. The Hermits are on fire in this first half. Kauser now, he'll pull up from 3 at the top of the key, and he's got it to go.
And they're all going. It doesn't matter who's taking them. They're all going. I've been on that side of a bench before. There's nothing you can do.
That hoop looking wide for the Hermits as Ife Hookie Byron now with the block. There's a lid on the rim right now for St. Joe's. They're just looking for something to stop the bleeding. All of a sudden down 22 with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Rodriguez, he struggled so far today. Hermits is not letting him get anything easy. Demara on the wing for 3, no good, too short. Rebounded by Kauser. And they'll slow it up.
Coach Hayes pulling it out. I'm wanting him to go. They're in the middle of that run. Keep going.
Elijah now to Kauser. Wildcats now seem to be in his zone as well.
Yeah, a little different though. Hermits they slowed him up a little bit, but they knew what they wanted to get into right away.
Okay, Byron, mid-range jumper, too short.
Hey, Ife said everyone else is taking him. I'm going to get one here too.
Now Rodriguez on the drive, dumps it down to Theophile. Good look, but blocked by Oki Byron. He's had multiple blocks today as that pass will go out of bounds, a little too strong. But Ife, which we talked about earlier at the beginning of the game, he had the matchup with a tough big man, and he has come to play today defensively.
Yep. He has answered the call. I was actually in the locker room before the game, and the coaches actually called him out on it. Said, this is a kid that's playing really well. This is a time for you to step up. And again, halfway through, he has done that.
Theophile averaging a double-double so far this year. It's been quiet today. Oki Byron shut him down offensively, only 2 points.
I got to believe he faced close to averaging a double-double, right?
I believe so.
Yeah,
it's very close. I think he's around like 8 rebounds per game.
Yep.
10 points. St. Joe's looking for something. Cox now on the drive baseline. He'll take a pull-up jumper. Missed. Rebounded by Gillespie. And there'll be a foul called.
Nice hustle by Gillespie. Noah Plen's going to come back in. Get Ife.
Quick breather. So Gillespie now in with Fox, Brown, Kauser, and Plen.
Coach is calling spread to score. Obviously, they can run this as a delay, but no, they want to run this wide, but they want to attack. And again, I'm looking at Elijah.
Under a minute to go now in this half. Plen with the ball. Hobson out to guard him.
Maybe they've changed the philosophy. This is not spread to score. Looks like Coach Rodeo is going to hold it for 1.
Crowd doesn't seem as big as it was on Wednesday, but the Rowdy's still making some noise today.
They're still into it.
Hermits in no particular hurry.
This is going to be, to me, this is 12 seconds, and you're going to let Elijah go.
Brown now, he'll take it back out. Clock now at 20. Gillespie back to Elijah, and we're going to have an illegal screen. That one's on Gillespie. And looks like Coach Rodeo not too happy about that one. He wanted the team to hold for 1.
Did you see they called a illegal screen on Gillespie?
And I believe the official put up 2-2.
Yeah.
It's a foul on Gillespie. I guess on the handoff, he may have bumped the defender. A couple of those called today. So 5 seconds now for Rodriguez. Spross, he'll get a good look. The 3 air ball, no good. And that defines how it's been this half for St. Joe's. A dominant performance in the first 16 minutes for the Hermits. Your score, 34-12. It was a fun one. We got 16 more to go here in Rodeo Gym. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
And here we are. We're back here at halftime. St. Augustine Prep. The Hermits leading 34-12. And we just want to talk a little bit about an upcoming event that we have here at St. Augustine, the Hermits Hall of Fame, which will be held on March the 25th. Last year, the Hermits brought the Hall of Fame back in a big way with several new members coming into the Hall of Fame, one from each of the sports, and you see all the great names that are on there. A great mixture of athletes from different eras of St. Augustine, some from back in the 70s, the 80s, and then of course some great individual players and a great team. The 1991 soccer team is going in as the team that's being entered into the Hall of Fame. And every year we also induct a coach. Coach Ray D'Amico of the Hermits Great Crew Program is going to be in. Remember, that's March the 25th here at St. Augustine. You can go online to grab your tickets. It was a great event last year. Really looking forward to it again this year.
Coach, I had a great time with Andreas doing that hype-up video for when we announced it. We had a lot of fun with that. You did a good job announcing all the names, too, so we were all involved in that one.
I felt like Roger Goodell. I got a chance to stand at the podium and announce some players that I had watched when I was in school here, some that I actually coached. So it was great. It's a really fun night to get people back on campus, so we're looking forward to it.
Absolutely, a great event to get to. Now let's look at some of the stats from our first half. Just to give you a little highlight, the first thing I want to talk about, and we didn't mention in the second quarter, the Hermits scored 15 points in the second quarter. St. Joe's scored 0. The Hermits right now are on a 19-0 run. And right now leading scoring for them is Elijah Brown with 12, Ethan Fox with 4, Bethea with 7, and Kauser with 7. So the Hermits really moving the ball around, and for St. Joe's, only nobody with over 4 points. Rodriguez leads them in scoring with 3.
Yeah, well, the Hermits, you could not have played, in my opinion, a better first half than they did right there. They came out, they were focused on defense, and they were precision offensively, especially running the break. This team is better when they run, and when they run like that, they're going to be tough to beat.
Absolutely. So 5 starters back out for the Hermits. Same for St. Joe's. A 22-point deficit that the Wildcats are going to try to claw back from. I think it just starts with them just trying to catch some buckets. The Hermits did such a good job contesting the shots. St. Joe's really didn't get any easy looks. As Spross will have a tough miss. He struggled in the first half shooting-wise. Kauser on the wing. He'll get an open 3, and he always knocks those one down. Matt Kauser, give him 10 on the day.
Yep, and that's the start again. If you're St. Joe, you're going to come in here, Coach Rodeo. He's going to come out. He had to tell his guys one at a time, one possession at a time. We got to get this manageable going into the fourth quarter. That wasn't the way to start with a miss, and that is certainly the Hermits 3.
Rodriguez off the handoff. He airballs a 3.
Good job by Fox coming around the screen to be able to get up and contest.
St. Joe's just doesn't look like they have anything in them right now. Just can't find anything to go. Just struggling to hit the rim at this point.
And that is due to the intensity that the Hermits are bringing.
As Fox will get a 3, and he gets it to go.
Well, if that didn't go from Fox, Ife was right there to jam it back home. So the Hermits will take the 3 more than the 2. Fox doing a nice job on Rodriguez.
28-point lead for the Hermits as a dump down to Theophile, and he'll be fouled and go to the line. If he's able to knock one of these down, this will be the first points for St. Joe's since the first quarter.
I don't know who he called that on. It looked like he said 55. I wasn't sure what he was.
32 is going to be on Kauser.
Yeah, I was going to say we don't have a 55. He had a lot of fingers up, so 32. Kauser was the foul.
So Theophile to the line. He misses the first one. Only 2 points in that first half. Well, and most of that credit goes to Ife Oki-Byron.
That lid on the rim has converted and gone to the other side now because St. Joe's still, and now it's opened up. Gets their first point in quite a while.
Hermits quickly get it back down the court. Fox draws the double. Now to Brown on the opposite side, who tries to dunk it a little too far away for that one, but he'll get fouled. That would have been a Sports Center play right there, top 10.
That was John Moran. Morant looking like didn't quite get it there, but
I guess when you're up 27, you're allowed to try that. So Brown now at the line to shoot 2.
As you said, the Hermits have been good from the line on the year. You said over 80%.
Over 80%.
Yeah. See if they decide to pressure after the make. Nope, they're going to go back and settle back into the 3-2. Now with Oki Byron at the top.
So that's 14 points now for Elijah Brown on the day. He leads the team in scoring. Cox with the ball. He didn't play a lot of that second quarter after picking up 2 quick fouls, as he'll pull up from 3 and another air ball. Kaiser to Bethea.
He wants
Ife wants it. Yeah. They're going to try to get it to him. Unable to. It's tipped to turnover. Cox now being guarded by Bethea. Unable to get the layup to go. Theophile comes down with it. Misses the layup. Tries to tip it back in. No good as well. Kaiser gets it. Hermits now with numbers. 3-on-2. And he'll take it himself. No good, but Oki Byron gets it up. Misses the second layup. Gets it again. Fade away. Misses again.
Now the lid on the Hermits basket.
And Cox will score. So the first field goal for St. Joe's since the first quarter from Shamar Cox.
A 1-3-1 here from St. Joe.
Brown on the wing. Loses control. Now bring it back out. Now to Fox in the corner. 3 again, and he's got it again.
One of the places you attack that 1-3-1 is the strong side corner. Ethan Fox with a great look.
10 points now for Fox on the day. Damara for 3, no good. 30-point lead for the Hermits. Brown, mid-range jumper, rolls in. And this is a blitz today, ladies and gentlemen. Rodriguez, he's bumped. He'll try to drive in. Ife rips it out of his hands, and it'll be called a jump ball.
That's going to be Hermits ball. A couple of substitutes. Here they come again. And again, the idea keeping everyone fresh.
If you're just joining us, I'm Jimmy Bachman alongside Coach Dave Catalana. 32-point lead for the Hermits here in this matchup against St. Joe's Academy. This was a game, if you remember, we were expecting to be close.
Well, the other night we weren't expecting it to be close.
Why expect anything?
Yeah, and listen, I always tell people, these are teenage kids. These are high school kids. You never know how they're going to come out. And if the Hermits, I think Coach Rodeo would want to bottle this intensity. This is something that he can go back and know. Look, they can play this way, and they're showing it tonight.
I think this is by far the best performance the Hermits have had this season, and you're really showing their potential. As you said, Coach, heading into a tough part of the schedule, got some tough games coming up. This is the right time to get hot.
Yeah, you got next week you're going down to Holy Spirit. You got Middle Township coming up again. Then you got Camden, Don Bosco. Some big time games coming up. Moorestown a little later on. You have to start. This is that time of the year where you have to start hitting that stride.
As Brown goes back to the line, knocks down that one. Yeah, the next 5 for the Hermits on the 17th will be at Holy Spirit. 19th, they'll be here against Middle Township. And then on the 23rd, they will play Camden at a neutral site, I believe. And then the 25th, they are here against Wildwood Catholic. And then back here again on the 27th against Egg Harbor.
Well, you were there. I wasn't at the opening game. I got to watch your broadcast against Holy Spirit.
Yep.
Came down to the end of the game in the Ife dunk. I don't know. It might have been. Was that the first time the Hermits had led that game? I mean, Holy Spirit.
They didn't lead much.
Yeah.
It was a game. They just kind of came up flat. Sprouse, nice drive. He lays it in. Good move by the freshman. Oki Byron wants it in the post again, trying to set up. He'll come out and set a screen for Bethea. Samaj off the roll, finds Oki Byron at the foul line. Back to Samaj. Tough running shot. He gets it to go.
Tough running shot. He likes that shot. It's that Tyrese Maxey kind of little floater there. Keeps his body in control when he gets it up.
Sprouse dumps it down to Theophile. And it looks like Coach Rodeo going to bring in a new 5. A couple interesting guys coming in. I'll announce in a second once we get a play stop. Plen to Brown. Mid-range jumper, he'll pull up. Rattles around, bounces out. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Cox, mid-range jumper, gets to go.
A little bit of life in the Wildcats. Hit a couple now.
Leading out 30 for the Hermits. Brown back up to Plen, open three. He'll take it. No good.
Like a knuckleball.
Yep.
Plen shifts it.
St. Joe's looking to push again. Spross, fade away. That one tipped out, rebounded by Oki Byron. Bethea now on the drive. Ooh, he's hit hard. Looks to be okay, falls on his back. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
Well, Jimmy, a lot of substitutes coming in. I'm going to be relying on you. I've watched a few of the JV games. Looks like there might be a JV
3 JV guys
too.
coming in. So Kazar and Fox will sub in for the Hermits. And additionally, it will be number 23, Olamide Oki Byron. And then number 15, Michael Mewitz. And number 13, Ethan Hayes. Number 23 sound a little familiar. Yep, that's Ife's little brother.
Well, I guess.
And they'll get a cheer from the crowd.
Yeah.
They had a big win in the JV game. Mide, a very talented player.
Well, I guess if your brother's 6'9",
yep,
you can be the little brother when you're 6'2" yourself. But yeah, I did watch a little of this JV game. Looks like a very talented young player, more of a wing player than Ife is.
Mm-hmm.
But getting some varsity minutes here. And it's nice to see they're going to be out there with Kazar and Fox, a little bit of that varsity experience with them. Samaj still in the game after missing the foul shot, so Mewitz will wait.
And that'll be Rodriguez called for the walk.
So which of the guys is really the point guard on the JV, or if any of these guys? I know a lot of times they use.
There's multiple guys.
Yeah.
I mean, Peacock on the bench. Maybe we'll see him a little later. I've seen him handle the ball.
I know they've used Helpenstein, the bigger kid, at the point a lot.
He made some good moves back in that JV game. There's a lot of guys they utilize, and some of these guys, Haynes, Mewitz, got a lot of time on JV, and just finally getting their chance to come up here as juniors. That's the difference we've seen. A lot of these guys, I mean, we saw at least the kids in my class, like Fox and Ife, they've been around this JV and varsity squad since their freshman year, compared to some of these guys that are now juniors that are finally getting some varsity minutes midway through their junior season.
Well, it's interesting now that the game is changing through all of Coach Rodeo's years, and really early on, there were a lot of juniors playing on JV teams just because that's the way it was. The senior class was the dominant class, and that's obviously all changed, and guys are playing younger. Hermits are playing a lot of freshmen on their JV teams, and they're successful, very successful at that level.
Just trying to start those guys off early. Fox for three, no good. And a couple other guys that were in that class. I mean, Jack Schleicher no longer with the program. Jared Damara, of course, on St. Joe's now, the transfer.
But Jack Schleicher, if I'm not mistaken, a lacrosse player.
Lacrosse, yep, focused on lacrosse.
Signed a good deal with lacrosse.
Yes, he did. That's Haynes for three, off the backboard, no good. It's a little over a minute to go here in the third quarter. Hermits up 31. Umasella. And reverse there from Hobson as he gets up to go. As I said, Coach, interesting here from Coach Rodeo, just keeping Fox and Kazar in the game. Make things a little easier for these other guys that are seeing some of their first minutes of the season for varsity.
Coach called open for one. So that's a difficult, I hold it a minute for a minute. Well, that's not maybe.
Mewitz mid-range jumper, he gets it to go.
Hey, you know what? Mewitz said, I got an open look, I'm gonna take it. Michael Mewitz, the junior.
Plays for the football team as well. Spross for three, nothing but net. So 20 seconds now left to go in this third quarter. A dominant performance from the Hermits. Fox now, 10 seconds. Back to Mewitz on the wing. Mewitz finds Fox, 4 seconds. They'll look to take it himself. Fox, step back is tipped. And that's how the third quarter will end. Your score, 55-26 for the Hermits. And now I'd like to take this time to talk about a few more of our Hermit Pride corporate partnerships. Casa Payroll, Benjamin F. Edwards and Company, Barbario and Rich Financial Services, Newfield National Bank, Premier Orthopedics, Proof Production, and Atlantic Medical Imaging. We'd like to thank again all of our Hermits Athletics sponsors, Hermit Athletics, all in as one.
So again, another successful quarter. St. Joe made a little bit of headway later in that quarter, but winning, Hermits outscored them again in the third. We're going to take this lead into the fourth. Coach Rodeo, I think, will go. It looks like he is. Always likes to start. Almost doesn't matter what the score of the game is. He starts his starters in the beginning of a quarter and then tries to mix some of the guys in. So that's what he's doing again tonight. And as good as the performance has been so far, you want to finish it the right way. You want to come out here, first couple minutes, kind of take care of business, get some subs in here, and let's move on, get ready for next week.
So 8 more minutes to go here in Richland. Hermits with a 29-point lead. They took over early on in that first quarter, and they haven't looked back. Be all the starters out for both teams. Spross loses control of the ball on the lay-in. Oki Byron brings it down. Kauser now finds Brown on the box. He'll kick it back out. Kauser to Bethea off the screen. He'll drive in with his left and lay it in.
Oh, and a nice steal. An errant pass and a steal there by Brown. Goes up and gets fouled. So a little different look. On the Wildcats right now. Again, you kind of take that sort of knockout punch from the Hermits.
So Brown will go to the line for 2 more. He knocks that one down. Leading scoring today.
Nice rebound, Kauser.
That second one. Kauser comes down with it. Brown gets it back now off the miss. Kauser over to Bethea in the baseline drive and finds Ife for the dunk. Rodriguez on the drive and nice reverse layup, gets that one to drop. So the Hermits going to slow things down now. Ife now on the post. Dumps it down. Nice cut from Fox. A good pass from Oki Byron. Rodriguez now will try to take it himself, and he's blocked by Oki Byron. Another block for him. Theophile comes down with it, but Hauser swipes it away. Now fast break. Smaj lobs it up to Brown, and he lays it in. And Coach Rodeo will call a timeout. And that's probably going to do it for all the starters today.
Well, I'll tell you what, they put in a night. They put in a night tonight. Not their best the other night, but for me, when you look at a team like this, I came in here not knowing how they'd respond. Played a poor game the other night, got the win, and tonight they showed me something, because they showed me that they're going to be ready to play when the bell sounds. You got a team coming in here that was confident, had a plan to come in here and win, coming in, as you said, on a 5-game win streak.
And we got a couple more new guys subbing in. Gillespie and Plen back. So is Medioki Byron. But in addition, will be number 35, Kyle Helfenstein, and number 0, Logan Franks. So a completely new 5 for the Hermits. Starters seem to be all out still for the Wildcats. And looks like they'll sub in some of their bench guys as well. The next stoppage, as Plen gets himself a steal, and Franks now on the fast break. He'll take it himself and lays it in. Logan Franks with the first 2.
Logan Franks is senior. Right?
Junior,
sorry.
I think we have a mistake on our... And a steal for them now. A scrum on the floor and a foul will be called.
Looks like St. Joe's going to their bench as well.
So Franks with the ball now to Plen. 5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Another score, and the Hermits will up this lead to 40. Oki Byron drives in, picks up his dribble, kicks it back out to Gillespie. Now to Helfenstein, back to Oki Byron to Franks. Helfenstein on the cut, gets it, nice fake. Ooh, nice pass there from him to Mide, unable to get it to go. It's a lot of contact on that layup. St. Joe's will bring it back, and a dump down there, missed the layup. Solid play here. Some of these younger guys on the Hermits team.
Well, it's also nice to see you're playing more players. We said tonight he went to the guards a little bit earlier and then playing some other guys. I think you're going to need more of a bench as the season goes on. Nice move by Gillespie.
Gabe Gillespie, his second score of the game.
You would know better. Is Friel out for the year, or is he just?
I believe he's out indefinitely at this point. Plen with the layup, he'll take it himself, and he's fouled.
Because Friel's the kind of kid that plays a little bit of both inside and outside.
Plen at the line to shoot two. Looked like one or two St. Joe's guys weren't too happy about that one. Plen took it on the fast break.
Well, I see Coach Rodeo over here kind of telling his guys not to run.
Yep.
That's always difficult. But speaking of running, there's a running clock now. It's difficult when you don't get to play that much, and then to tell you not to hold the ball or whatever. If I'm the coach on the other side, look, as long as you're not doing anything to embarrass the kids, play your offense, run your stuff, let these kids play the game. So, and I certainly don't think there's there better not be any bad blood between these two coaches. Nice
Helfenstein, another strong rebound. Now back up to Franks, and they'll reset their offense. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in this one. Franks to Moots in the corner. Moots, nice spin move. He'll take it himself. And a nice move by Michael Moots. Spin move.
Couple guys showing their stuff in front of the Rowdies here.
And they're returning the favor with some cheers.
Great job by the Rowdies, by the way. Again, the administration was awesome the other night, the family, all the people here. But the Rowdies were great the other night, and hopefully we'll see a little more of that as the season progresses.
Absolutely. And I think as more we know this team and we know what they can do. And, it's really happy because I was kind of concerned going into this one. I know people were trying to hype up this game, but after a big game on Wednesday, how many people are going to want to show to this one? But as you can see on the screen right now, there's a great showing over there, pretty close to filled.
Yeah, and
and they're loud.
Long weekend. I guess Monday you're not in school or you're doing the in-service. There's a lot of in-service for Martin Luther King Day on Monday. So the guys will be back in. It's great. I talked to Coach Iconelli a little bit about some of the service projects that all the kids are doing. I think that's awesome that they're doing that.
Number 20, Rocco Riccardi, and number 25, Joey Peacock into the game for the first time for the Hermits. Two more JV guys. Both of them sophomores. As Haynes comes up with the steal.
Now, isn't Peacock, is that baseball players?
Yep, yeah, his older brother, Jack Peacock, 2 years ago graduated. He's on multiple of those Hermits teams that got to the state championship.
Speaking of that, Hermits baseball coach Mike Bylone in attendance.
Yes, he is.
Tonight, as he was the other night. I love that the other coaches are here.
Absolutely.
To support the other sports. I told Michael I felt bad last year. I went to one baseball game last year, and it was the one they lost at the end.
Yep. You see Coach D'Amico over there. He's always there in the security jacket. Said he's getting the Hall of Fame induction this year, the crew coach. And now with only 20 seconds to go, a foul called.
Well, I don't know how this is supposed to work. Is the clock supposed to keep running even on a foul shot?
I believe so. So I guess these 2 shots will end it as the clock strikes 0. Will they shoot them? No, they will not. So that'll do it here in Richland. Your final score, Hermits 70, St. Joe's 32. A dominating performance here for the Hermits. And we will be right back to talk about it a little more, and along with our post-game interview. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here from Richland, New Jersey with our player of the game, Samaj Bethea. Samaj, great game.
Thank you.
So coming into this game, we had the big win back on Wednesday. Coach Rodeo's 1,000. What was your mentality coming into this one?
We just wanted to stay aggressive. Last game was a little sloppy, even though we got the win, but we just wanted to come out this game and just play hard.
Now, was there a little extra motivation coming into this one, knowing Coach Rodeo's sons on the other sideline?
Yeah, it was real hostile in the locker room. It was real, yeah.
So you want to say something, Coach?
Yes, Samaj. I just thought that there was something different about your intensity tonight on both sides of the court. Your defense was the best I've seen you play it this year. I think St. Joe came into this game with the idea that they can win, obviously, and I think you guys took them out of it right away.
Yeah, our coaches just put in a good game plan. He know that's his son. He know everything he do. So we just wanted to come in here strong and get the job done.
So Samaj, couple big games cut up on the schedule. You guys, look like you're getting hot at the right time. How's the team feeling right now?
Well, we on the road. We ready to play the big teams coming up. Don Bosco, Camden, we ready.
Absolutely. All right, sounds good. We don't want to keep you too long. You got to talk in the locker room with everybody else. Samaj Bethea, everybody, we thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks, Samaj. Great game.
Thank
Nice
you.
job.
And that will do it here from Richland. Your final score, Coach, it was a great game. This team was just dominant.
Yeah, it was
70-32 win.
We said it several times during the broadcast. This is the best they played. They came out with purpose. As Samaj said, the coaching staff had a game plan, and these guys executed it. And if they can play that way, they're going to be tough. They're going to be tough to beat. And playing games like that with the schedule that's coming up, we're really going to see what this team is made of.
And keep an eye on that schedule, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be posting all of the next few streams for Hermits Broadcasting, basketball, swimming, wrestling, and everything else to come. We're looking forward to a lot of big games. But for now, that'll wrap things up here at Rodeo Gym. We thank you so much for watching. I'm Jimmy Bachman. I was glad to be alongside Coach Dave Catalana. As always, Coach, it was a pleasure. We thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time. And as always, go Hermits.